Are sequences dead? What are they doing in this MPC3 software? I mean, no more track mutes, destructive editing, and I think that they killed the sequence, bro. What are we gonna do? Sequences aren't dead. You just gotta learn how to use song mode. And if you copy and paste out one long sequence, that method's not gonna really work that well. Maybe they'll fix it in the future, but right now it don't work. Right now I'm going through different sequences, different parts, different pieces, and I'm going to show you. Doesn't matter if you can read it, bro. Just look and listen while I show you that sequences aren't dead. What's going on, guys? It's your brother O.T.G. The O.T.G's for Overtime Grind. Hardly seen, but I'm always around. And today I'm in the MPC3 software on the MPC1. I'm showing you that sequences aren't dead. Right now I'm copying my first sequence. I'm going to copy it to my 11th sequence. We're going to make a couple of edits. Then we're going to hop into song mode and get it popping. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. So now we're on sequence 10. I did all the stuff beforehand. Yeah, the drums and all that. The beat isn't dope. Cool, bro. Pay attention and focus. All right, so I switch over to grid mode. Going to hold shift and cut, select the kick, select the snare, select the hi-hat. We're going to take out this little drum roll thing that I put in there. Boom, cut it. And, you know, now we have a detailed sequence. This is a sequence with all of the sounds playing with a drum, a snare roll that enters into it. See, right there. I have a couple other sequences, some with no hi-hats, some with strings, some with different things. How am I going to arrange this and the new MPC3? Well, that's what we got song mode for. So I'm going to clear my current song. I'm going to insert a bunch of sequences, and then I'm just going to line it out, all right? So you're going to insert a couple more. I'm looking up at the top. I'm going to do it to about 52 bars. So now, sequence 1, I want it to be no drums, no anything. I've made that sequence. Sequence 2, I want it to kind of ease in and be a proper intro. You know, sequence 3, I want it to possibly go right on over to the verse. Sequence 4, I want it to play for a little while. And this is the importance of song mode. So, you know, we could, the old method, we would just loop it out real long, hit the track mutes, you know, boom, done deal. MPC3 kind of threw everybody for a loop, and I guess a lot of guys still haven't mastered song mode. And so, no, sequences aren't dead. You just gotta be forward thinking in what you're going to make your sequences in. It's almost like thinking of it like a clip. Your sequence is going to hold a clip of sounds and how you want it to play in that particular place, right? So what you should do is make your whole arrangement on one sequence and then kind of copy it out to multiple other sequences, and maybe on one sequence take out your drums, on another one take out your snare, on another one have your build up there, on another one, you know, maybe add your snare rolls or whatever you want to do. And this kind of method, you know, you can play it in song mode before you print it out into its own sequence, and then you can go in and mess with it in the arranger. But sequences aren't dead. You just gotta know how to use them. Sequencing ain't dead. Y'all just scared. Yep, that's Young Jeezy. I made that up on the spot. Don't put a thumbs down or anything, because it was kind of corny, bro, but I liked it. It felt good in the moment, and I went with it. All right, so right now, we listening to it. We are auditioning to see how it goes. Oh, guess what? I don't like that part. Let me go in there and fix it. So I'm going to go in there and change it to another part, There's a bug right there. It dropped to another space, but we don't care. We're just going to keep moving. So now we want that to play. Let's listen to it again. Okay, and you see the flashing yellow pad tells you what sequence it's about to go to next. So it's telling you what sequence is playing, what sequence is going to next. This is why it's important to name your sequences properly. And also why I said, my sequence 1 all the time is my full arrangement. I talked about this in 2.15 and song mode and different things, the importance of keeping your tracks lined up and why you might keep track 1 as your, or sequence 1 as your full arrangement, and the benefits of doing that later on in your production when you get to song mode. Kind of keeps everything lined out so you don't get jammed and gotta run through all over the place and have to do all this crazy editing. So now, we still getting this beginning right. I might even delete that one, just get it out of there. And we can insert. Song mode is super strong. I've seen a lot of people in the comments say song mode was gone. No, song mode is still here. If you were struggling with strong song mode in the past, then guess what? You're still going to have to learn it. Or you could try to go a different way. Any way it goes, you're still going to have to learn it. You know what I mean? Song mode is actually really dope. It's the equivalent of blocks or anything else. No different than a lot of other programs. So now we're previewing the arrangement, seeing how it's going to play. This saves us from having to go in after it's in the arranger mode and we have it all looped out, trying to zoom in and cut out parts or do this or do that. And we could go further edit that in the arranger mode. I'll show you after we are happy with what we got right now. So you can see all of the different patterns. I can't read what it says. It's okay, bro. You see it flashing. You see there's all these different sequences and it's playing the sequences out. That's why I'm showing you this. Focus. Now, we're going to go to our actual sequence with our song on it now. Now, if we go to the menu and go to our arranger mode, now we can see, boom, each one of our sequences printed out. And we don't have to go in there and do that hardcore destructive editing from copying out one long sequence. If we just kind of do some good housekeeping early on and copy our sequences over track to track, label them properly, then when we get to song mode, it'll be extremely easy to lay out the bare bones inside of the arranger window. And this could really help you out. So I'm gonna let this play for a minute. While they have all these cool features and all of this dope stuff, and I'm sure hopefully this helps a lot of people out, because I see a lot of guys say they don't finish beats. And when you ask them directly, why don't you finish beats? It's a plethora of reasons, but a lot of times it comes down to the arrangement aspect. Either they need to arrange linear in the way that it is now in MPC3, or they have a hard time with song mode and understanding the mathematics of bars and how long it should play and all of these different things. They get caught up in what sound should come next and all of this. But with the advent of song mode, whether you're on 2.15 or MPC3, get familiar with song mode and making multiple sequences, and this will help you out in getting your arrangement together so you can finish more beats, man. You know, I prefer doing the track mute way. You know, I like to do it live. I really enjoy that method. It's one of my favorite methods. But then there are circumstances and times where I may need to use this method. For me, I have 2 MPCs. For you, you may have to figure out which one better serves. But the reason why I made this video is for people asking, are sequences dead? No, sequences aren't dead. They will help you with your arrangement in the arranger window and help you with all of your editing and things you might want to do with sequencing your song. You see it. Each one of those parts, those are different sequences, and we laid it out with song mode. Hopefully this helps you. Like, share, subscribe. It's O.T.G, bro.